All right, guys, here we go. Section 3.6, which is talking about counting elements. This is probably the easiest thing you're going to do. But people mess it up because they see this and they go, I have no idea what that means. Well, the little n out in front just means to count the elements. Okay? And as I said here, the trick is don't use the brackets, because the brackets are talking about sets and they're talking about elements in the sets, so that doesn't make any sense. So the number of elements in D, that's really what it's asking you, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ta-da! That's it. It's not more complicated than that. So this says the number in set B, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Seriously, pause the video, do the question, and then turn it back on. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's 2 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the universal set, we said from before, is y plus y prime. Sorry about that. This would be the 6th video I've done in the last hour, so my bad. Do take your time, try and make your brackets look pretty good. And my universal set, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that makes sense because y and not y, or y and y prime, give you that. Whoops. The number in y plus and I made a mess. The number in y plus the number in y prime is equal to the number in the universal set. Which makes sense. I kind of knew before I wrote this out, and I kind of knew over here that was going to be 10. Straightforward. Hey, got a question for you. So the number in x is 75. I don't know what that set is, but it's the number. The number in the universal set is, I'll make it easy, 100. Number in x prime. What do you think? Well, last time I added them, but that was y, and y prime gives you the whole thing. So I look at it this way. Did I mention I'm a visual learner? All right. Here's x. This is set x, and there's 75 things in here. My universal set says there's 100 things all together. And this is the number of x, 75. So if there's 100 things all together, 75 of them are in this set. We're looking for how many are out there, because this would be the number in x prime. And in this case, we're going to subtract. There should be 25 things out there. So 25 plus 75 gives me my total. So watch where those numbers are. It's not just always add or always subtract. Okay, so that's how you count elements. A couple of things I threw in at the end just so we can talk. A finite set is a set which you can count all the elements. Okay. Everything up here is finite sets because you counted them. So I made up something else. Set M is the numbers from 1 to 1,000,000. Is it finite? Well, that would be like 1, 2, 3. Okay. Dot, 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 which I learned from a friend of mine who is an amazing English teacher. It's called ellipsis. I don't know if it's called the same thing in math. I just call it dot, 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 or and so on. There's 1,000,000. Right? Could you count those? Well, not in my math class, you couldn't, but yes, you can. So yes, it is finite. Because if you started counting and you kept going, eventually you would get to 1,000,000. All right. An infinite set. Sorry. Air conditioning just kicked in here and it's cold. All right. Set N is a set of natural numbers. Nope. An infinite set is one that you cannot count the elements to. So the set of natural numbers. Remember counting numbers from the beginning of Math 20. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then da, 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 there's a, and so on. It means it keeps going. So after you hit 1,000,000, you would go 1,000,001, 1,000,002, 1,000,003, and you just keep going. So dot, dot, dot. Okay, so infinite. Set R. Okay, not sure why I did this, but it looks like there's a pattern. It's 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next one will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you know what? It's infinite, not because of the pattern, but because of those dots at the back. I was going to say something else, but that's fine. This one, no dots. It's finite. We're done. This says keep going. Now I'm using a word. I think that's how you spell ellipsis. But, ta-da, end of the video. Have a marvelous day.